Hey guys, we're here with Ashley Longshore! Oh my god, can you believe this right now? Okay.
I cannot believe this right now.
I'm gonna calm down.
Subtleties, I'm just trying to keep myself together over here. Want to stay really low key, really subtle.
Yeah.
Just trying to blend in here. I don't want to make anybody nervous.
You wear this every day,
I'm
right?
low pro today. I mean, what is it? It's like a Tuesday around here, so you know, I just want to keep things right.
Keep
you
it
know
going.
what I mean?
So Ashley is super busy right now with so much on her plate. We had to put her in timeout and sit her down for this interview. We're gonna keep it quick and give you 20 questions with Ashley Longshore. So for those of you living under a rock, you need to tell us a little about what you do, who you are. Tell the people.
Well, I'm an artist. I am an entrepreneur. And more than anything, I am an American woman who has the opportunity to do whatever in the hell I want if I work hard enough. So that's exactly what I'm doing. The
Cheers.
world is my oyster.
Cheers to that. I like it.
Holla.
Great answer. Drink right. So, what is your spirit animal?
A lioness.
A lioness?
I'm a Leo.
Okay.
I was born in August, so I love the lioness.
So can I be a unicorn if you're
Sure,
a lioness?
absolutely. I won't kill you either.
What is one word that describes you?
Enthusiastic.
That's good. Okay.
Enthusiastic.
Most everyone that meets, I'd say that she is the most enthusiastic person and so fun to be around. So I know you're from Montgomery, right?
I'm originally from Montgomery, Alabama.
Okay.
Yes. I grew up there, but then I went off to boarding school when I was like 15. And then I went to University of Montana. So I haven't been in Montgomery for most of my life, but it is a place where I really learned to rebel against my conservative upbringing.
So can you tell me if there was like one point in your life that you just decided to give Southern society the middle finger and just be the boss bitch that you are?
Well, I feel like I haven't necessarily given Southern society the middle finger. I think that I am a representation of a modern Southern woman, because I feel like when I travel all over the world and when I'm in New York City, being a Southern woman and being raised the way that I was, being gracious and having good manners has lended me a lot of opportunity in the world. But, you know, as far as like, you know, being a Southern woman that goes to the country club, that's, you know, in the garden club, junior leaguing, you know.
Very popular in the South.
It's very, very popular in the South. I feel like being an American woman and having all the opportunities to be an entrepreneur, even if you have family money, even if your husband's loaded, it's kind of disgusting if you don't work, if you don't have a job, because we have so many more opportunities than most women on the planet. So I don't know, you're kind of a sorry bitch if you're not doing something, is what I think.
I agree. So there's a ton of people out there that are struggling with, you know, how to be themselves. What advice would you give them? Because you just embrace yourself so much, and we really aspire to be more like that.
I think that's a difficult thing, and a lot of that happens with, you know, crying yourself to sleep at night, trying to find your own voice in the world. But I think if you stop and you go, who are my role models? Who are the people that I look up to in fashion or music or business? And you might see what you love about them is that they're different than everybody else. So I think some of the hardest things that we do is to go, this is what makes me weird, this is what makes me different, but this is what makes me so fucking awesome. You know, because you know, this whole society has built us to have self-doubt. I'm not skinny enough, I'm not rich enough, I don't live on the right street, I don't have the right car, my diamond's not big enough. This is what so much of my artwork is about. So for me to embrace that and go, fuck it, this is how I'm gonna live.
And people open up their arms to it and embrace it too.
Yes, because it really, you know, if you can find that place in yourself,
your tribe is coming out, you know?
You know, to be unique and to be original in the world is all we could ever hope for.
Yeah.
And so I feel like once you get to that point, which it ain't easy to get there, you feel free. You really do feel free. And it ain't got nothing to do with money or anything like that. It just is about confidence. And I mean, confidence is the sexiest thing anybody could ever have.
Well, I think you've nailed that.
Boom.
So if there was a movie coming out, who would you cast to play Ashley Longshore, I'm a boss bitch?
Could it be a mix of Amy Schumer and Russell Brand? Like if they had like a little crazy baby,
sure
or God, I love Jack Black. I mean, could I be played by, could we embrace the whole transgender thing and like, you know, incorporate, you know, maybe a man would play me. Maybe a man with a really big penis.
That's a great idea.
If I had a penis, it would be really big.
So I love that.
I mean, it would be huge, like sausage down to my knees.
I think so. Like,
soft.
As Beyonce say, like balls.
Exactly.
Lots of them. So you're so revered for being eccentric and being yourself, like I said. Is there anything about you that's just not?
Well, I mean, you know, I think I have to embrace the unique qualities about myself. So really, I can only be me. But you know, I really love nature. I love like to have lunch out in the garden. I draw so much inspiration from nature. Like I have this fish tank, and I have a fish named Vishnu and Swati. And the other night they were spinning around each other, and I got home and I had a couple of cocktails, and I look on the side of the tank, and there were like little fish eggs, and I was like, oh my God, I would be a grandmother. And I guess that's weird. I guess that's eccentric, but like I get really excited about like the smallest little things.
Yeah.
And I think I've realized things like seeing a school of fish in the ocean, or finding a cool shell, or watching a hummingbird laying on a branch bring me more joy, and this is gonna sound fucking crazy, than like buying a Chanel bag or flying in the front of an airplane. Like I've found that as an artist that it's those things that really don't cost a damn thing that bring me the most joy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like it. All right, what was your greatest accomplishment? Or what has been, I guess I should say, your greatest accomplishment as an artist?
Well, I feel like I'm just getting going, but honestly, I think my greatest accomplishment that I feel right now is the response I get from other artists, and that I'm inspiring them to not be afraid to pursue their careers. And I know that's not like a fun, wild answer, but you know, finding yourself and being able to put yourself out there and being unique and embracing your, you know, flying your freak flag as high as you can fly it, and then other people going, my God, thank you for inspiring me. You know, I got 2 emails yesterday about this girl that was like, thank you for all your posts and what you say. Like, you gave me the courage to go be an artist. So I think that's it. That's really fulfilling to me.
So not only did you break Southern standards and you just became yourself, and it's so amazing, you also break you know, the art standards, and by not going the gallery route.
Exactly.
Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Well, I think, you know, having this side of me that is a, you know, very strongly an entrepreneur, and being very creative, you know, I knew from the get-go, giving it 50% just sucks.
That's what it is?
Galleries take 50%. 50%. So I think now, you know, that things have changed and we have social media and we have all these different platforms, it's much more elite to go directly to an artist and to know them, to be friends with them.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm an art collector too, so if I see an artist at a gallery, I always look them up direct. You know, I want to support the artist, and I'm not looking for a deal either.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, when I buy art from artists, a lot of times I'll go, your prices are too low, you need to raise your prices, I'm gonna pay this for that, and now you need to make it that from now on. You know, because artists deserve, we only have so many days in our life to be creative.
Right.
We deserve to keep that money. And the thing about it is, artists aren't trying to like have the biggest house in the world or have a bunch of stuff. We just need money to continue to be creative. So my dream is to have a world full of, you know, rich artists that are making the world gorgeous. I mean, you know, we're not trying to fuck people out of money, for God's sake. We're just trying to make things more beautiful and put our ideas out there.
Who's inspiring you right now, whether it be an established artist or someone that's up and coming?
Oh.
Who should we be on the lookout for?
As far as artists go, I love this artist, Megan Coonley. She's really awesome. I follow her on Instagram. An artist that I really love, who was ahead of her time, was Alice Neal. She's passed away, but I really, really loved her. She's very fearless in her portraits. I love performance artist Vanessa Beecroft. I think she's absolutely amazing. You know, there's so many. I feel like there's a tendency when you're an artist, because it's a very solitary thing, to sort of go back into your own world. So much of what my artwork is my place in American society, in this society that is about what street do you live on? What car do you drive? How big is your diamond? Do you have the latest Chanel bag? You know, I mean, we're all about branding and labels.
Yeah.
Whether we want to embrace that or not, that is really what America's about.
Yeah.
And in so many ways, that's because we all have the opportunity to work and make as much money as we want here, and that's how we define ourselves. So,
and spend it on whatever the hell you want to spend.
That's what I'm saying. You know, that's what I love so much about being an American woman, is that I can make my own money. I can go buy my own handbags. I can do what I want.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the freedom that we have here. That's pretty awesome.
I like that. So with all of the artists, what's on your walls at home? Is it a special piece in your gallery? Is it another artist?
Oh my God.
What do you love?
I have a few of my own pieces, but I have paintings by this artist, John Whipple. I have sculptures. I have so many incredible artists from Asheville. This amazing artist, Melanie Norris. I have...
I bet your house is amazing. Just filled with...
Well, it's very, yeah. I mean, there's art everywhere.
Yeah.
And I have sculptures I bought at Art Basel. I have this amazing German artist that painted this wild, yeah, I mean, I like things that make me feel some kind of way. So when I'm sitting there having like a glass of wine at the end of the day, you know, I've got a huge taxidermy peacock. I've got, you know, there's crazy sculptures that are the inside of this artist's brain with these screens and wires, and you know, I like things that make me feel stimulated, and I love color. I don't get grayish.
I like it.
I don't do grayish. You know?
I love it. So speaking of sitting at home and having a glass of wine, with your art being on social media and everyone wanting to be friends with you and buy your art online, how do you turn it off? How do you differentiate, you know, your work and your home life balance?
You know, right now, I'm really learning so much about myself and what I'm capable of, because I think sometimes when you're like building a platform to be successful, all of a sudden, you know, my time management.
You're always on.
Yeah, so I really go by this very simple theme of 8 hours to work, 8 hours for me, 8 hours to sleep.
Okay.
Lately, because of all the incredible things I have going on, I've been working about 13 to 14 hours a day. So honestly, when I get home, I like to like kick back. My man's a chef. He likes to cook a little din-din. I love to watch documentaries. I love to watch movies.
Yeah.
I mean, I will sit there and watch Planet Earth and watch those deep sea creatures with the angler.
Yeah.
And I just feel like I just lose myself in that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
That's good. You have your own me time.
Yeah, it's me
so
time.
How do you not let, you know, the Instagram likes affect what direction you take your art?
Well, because this is about, you know, me. 1, 2, 3, back to me.
And you have to focus in on that.
So, you know, I know there's certain pieces that are more relatable than others, that's for sure, but as far as me being creative, I mean, somebody may get the timeout chair, they may not. They may get the giant lipsticks, they may not. They may get the bottle-fed paintings, or maybe they relate more to the Audrey Hepburn series, you know? So, that's not really anything that I really think about. I mean, what I love about social media, though, from a marketing side of it, is to see the reaction and to see what people respond to, because, you know, that's a study all within itself.
Right.
I think all artists are scientists.
Yeah.
So I'm always conducting these studies. Like, I'll post something on Instagram and then I'll pull up my Google Analytics and I'll see how many people go to my website from that. And
oh, nice.
It's just amazing with all this technology to see how to really reach out. So that's important.
Your job is our creative outlet. Do you have another creative outlet that takes you away from work?
Yeah, I like to play the guitar.
Really?
Yes.
Can you?
Yeah, I think I can play pretty well.
Yeah?
I mean, I just, I got shit-faced not too long ago. And
story of my life.
Yeah, and I was sitting on the sofa really late at night and was picking out the David Bowie, you know.
So you're self-taught. Obviously, you're a self-taught artist. You're also a self-taught guitarist.
Yeah, I love that. And you know, I love to be outside. I love to be outside. So yeah, I mean, I think that's a really good outlet for me.
So where do you go from here? What's your next step?
You know, I feel like the next step of my career, because I have some really huge things that are happening this year.
Can you tell us?
Well, I just signed a 2-book deal with Judith Reagan, who is an absolute global badass female publishing house. I mean, it's Reagan Arts. She's absolutely incredible. Look her up. She's in Vanity Fair, New York Times.
Badasses associated with other badasses.
It is, I think too, working with other women, women who are not intimidated of other successful women definitely combine interests together. I think what's next is for me to really continue to inspire and change my industry. I want all artists to understand that they have the power to promote themselves and keep 100% of their profit margins. I don't want artists to give up the opportunity to know their collectors and to be able to keep their money and to grow their businesses and to understand their value and that they're a brand. Yeah. And how important they are. And they deserve to make money. They deserve. And I think that's a hard thing when you're an artist. Because you go, God, this came from my brain. How do I put a price tag on this? And the answer is you start low and you just keep building over time. And, basic economics really feed that. Anyway, I think that's what's next. Just global domination is pretty much
Well, I'm excited to read your book and get that.
Oh, you're gonna love it.
I can't wait. We are done hanging out with Ashley Longshore for the day. So make sure you go check her out on her website and on Instagram this is where you come in.
Ashley Longshore Art.
See ya. Make sure to subscribe. Subscribe below.